California.
Mr. Speaker, at this time I'd like to yield 5 minutes to my colleague, the author of the bill, the gentlelady from California, Ms. Capps.
The gentlelady is recognized for 5 minutes.
I thank my colleague for yielding. Mr. Speaker, I rise in support of this resolution to remember those who lost their lives and to recognize those who were injured on May 23rd in my district in California. The rampage and mass shooting in Isla Vista rocked this small beachside community. Again, we mourn those lost: George Chen, James Chung Yuan Hong, Weihan David Wang, Catherine Brianne Cooper, Christopher Ross Michaels Martinez, and Veronica Weiss. And we support the injured as they heal. Our community grieves. But Isla Vista is a special place, and one that has come together since the tragedy to emerge stronger. We can learn from their strength. And unfortunately, Isla Vista joins a long list of those who have grieved because of mass shootings. Even in the 18 days since this incident, more communities have joined the list of those who mourn: Seattle, Chicago, Norfolk, Las Vegas. As the father of one of the victims implored, enough is enough. Not one more. That's on my wristband. We must not let the tension fade. We must not let the drumbeat fall silent. Congress has the power to act, and we must. The rampage and shooting that rocked my hometown was sadly just one of many incidents that occur across the nation. It is wrong to think we can do nothing to stop this carnage. It is factually wrong. It is morally wrong. And it is simply not a reflection of who we are, who Americans are as a people. Americans do not simply give up on hard problems. We work together to find consensus, even though there are thorny, difficult issues. Greater gun safety and the Second Amendment are not mutually exclusive. Law-abiding, responsible Americans have the right to own guns. But each of us should also feel safe in our homes, in our parks, and in our communities. The Isla Vista tragedy has shown us that when warning signs of violence are seen, we must act. But our communities need the tools to do so. And while we may never be able to prevent each and every single violent act, it doesn't mean we should do nothing. Our communities demand that we try. And I share my constituents' heartbreaking questions. They talk about gun rights. What about Chris's right to live? So I join the chorus of those who are so rightly frustrated with the status quo and with this Congress. They've said to our Congress, not one more. Today's resolution is an important step in that direction. We must condemn the violence. We must remember the victims. We must support the living. On behalf of my community, thank you, my colleagues, and the communities that you represent, for your prayers. Thank you for your support during this difficult time. It means a great deal to all of us on the Central Coast. But let this not be the end of the conversation. I am looking forward to working with each of you to do all we can so that there is not one more. We can act, and we must. Mr. Speaker, I yield back.
The gentlelady yields back. The gentleman from California reserve.